students, welcome to our physics class. Our chapter name is electricity and circuits. In the last class, we completed our chemistry chapter and actually the chemistry portions are over. Now the thing is this left is two physics chapters and one of that is electricity and circuits. And you can see this chapter 12th chapter on page number 160. So this is one simple chapter. We are discussing about some basic things about the electricity, battery, circuits, wire, something like that, about the bulb, like some simple things. So our chapter name is electricity and circuits. We are using electricity for different purpose. That means this electricity is helping us in different ways or within the mode of different devices. That means, for example, the water is there in the well, and that water, how we are filling that water within the tank which is kept on the roof. We are using that with the help of certain pump or motor, and that is working with electricity. So we can say with the help of electricity, we are taking the water from the well to the tank that is kept on the rooftop. So that is one example. So now just pause the video and you want to write the examples or what are the helps that electricity is doing, or with electricity which of the devices are working. Just you can write it as TV or the refrigerator, radio, like everything you can write. So just pause the video and write your own observations about the electricity, where we are using this electricity. I hope you completed your work. So which are the activities or which are the devices that working with the electricity? It's very simple. It contains mixer grinder, then fan, light, television, then mobile phone, some sort of vehicles. So the last two examples, the mobile phone and the vehicles, are not actually directly we are connecting with electricity and working. We are just storing the electrical energy within some sort of batteries and all, and these mobile phone, vehicles and all are working. Laptop, all the things. So the thing is this, there are different devices that we are using with electricity, and also we are using this electricity in the factories, robots, like all the things we are using this electricity or electrical energy. And the thing is this, using this we are making our work easier. We are making our work easier using the electrical energy. So we can say this electricity, the invention of electricity is one of the great inventions ever. So that's about all this. And now we are going to discuss about the light. All other things are there, we are just leaving that, and we are going to discuss about light. What is this light doing? This light is also very important. We know the bulb is the tube lights are the LED lights are the different types of bulb are there, and these bulbs are working through electricity or using electricity. And using this electricity, these bulb working in the night, and we can work at this time, at the night time. So on the bridge, on the vehicles, on the roadside, on the factories, everywhere we are using the bulb, using the electricity, and so we are working the night. At the daytime we are getting the light from the sun, but at night we are using this light, electricity and all. Now the question is this, to light the bulb it needs electricity. Where we are getting this electricity? Do we are buying this electricity from the shops? No. The thing is that we are getting the electricity from the electric lines to our home. Now the question is this, where this electricity is coming to these lines? That we are going to check. You will study this electricity in detail in your higher classes. Now we are only talking about just the outline. So the question is this, where we are getting the electricity? Actually, we are getting the electricity or we are making the electricity. Actually, it's not a proper statement. We are not making the electricity. This electricity is a type of energy and it's not possible to create any type of energy. We are converting it from one form of energy to another. That's actually the thing, but simply you can say it as we are making electricity from power stations. Power stations. So we can say power stations are the places that electricity is producing or electricity is generating electricity. So power stations are the region or the places that we are generating electricity. Actually, there are different types of power stations are there, and it include hydroelectric power stations. Hydroelectric power stations are there. Nuclear power stations are there. Nuclear power stations are there. Windmills are there, etc. There are different types of power stations are there. These are some of the examples. That means the hydroelectric power station means here we are utilizing this. What is this hydro? Hydro means water, simply water. Here we are utilizing the water and using that water we are producing or we are generating electricity. That is hydroelectric power station. And for this nuclear power station we are utilizing the nuclear energy. Just remember the terms only. You can study that in detail in the higher classes. And this windmill you already studied in the 5th standard. This windmill is what? This windmill having big wings are there or leaves are there, and they are just kept in some region having high wind. And when these leaves are rotating, what happens? It produces or it generates electricity. So this is also we can say it is a type of power generation or what? Electricity generation. So these are some of the generation of power or electricity. So hydroelectric power station is the nuclear power station is the windmills are there. So just remember where we are generating electricity. Now we said that we are lighting the bulb with the help of electricity and we can use it in the night and we can work everything we said. And suppose there is no electricity, no current is there, and I want to travel at night. Then what I am using? I will use torch. I will use torch. So now we are going to study in detail about the torch. And within the torch, what are the parts it includes? Within the torch, the lighting part is one bulb. So we can say within the torch it have a lighting part and that is its bulb. And how this bulb is lighting? Do we are connecting it to our circuit? No, we are not connecting our torch with our circuits or sockets. I am not talking about the electric torch that we are using today. Now it's available that we can connect it to our circuits and we can store the charge. I am not talking about that torch. I am talking about some torch that is very old. So for this torch, we are using a particular thing to light this bulb, and that is what you can see, some sort of thing like this, and you may call it as battery. Actually, this is not battery, this is cell. I can call it as battery when I can connect more than one cell. When two cells combine together, that means when I am connecting two cells together with the wire and rod, and so then I can call this system is what? Battery. Together. When the cells combine, when two cells, three cells, four cells, five cells, when cells are combining together, then we can call it as battery. But for single one, it's not battery. We want to call it as cell. Simply cell or electric cell. So for the torch, the electricity that is given by this cell, there is no direct contact with our electricity. We are giving the power, or we are giving the energy for the bulb using this cell, electric cell. And also, not only for the torch, we can use this cell for different devices like alarm clock, watch, radio, camera, remote, like everything we are using this. And the thing is this, we can see different size cells are there. Some are very small, some are button cells. These you can see in the calculators, and for the watch it is very small cell. And for the radio and all, it is something bigger than these all things. So just remember, there are different size batteries are there or cells are there, and because of that its power or its power, we can say it like that. So the power is different from its size. This is very small power cell, and this is having more. This is having more and more, and for the radio and all, it's having more energy. So that's all. Now we are going to study in detail about this cell. First we want to study about the cell. So first we want to study the structure of cell. For the cell, have you ever observed that? You can see at one side they have a cap. This is what? Metal cap. This region is metal cap. And at the bottom you can see metal disc. Metal disc. So we can say for the electric cell, our topic is this electric. For the electric cell, there we have two parts, mainly two parts. One is the metal cap and other is metal disc. Metal disc and metal cap. And when you observe the battery, you can see that some sort of plus and minus is there present on this cell. And what's that plus and minus? Well, you can see that do all the time this suppose positive or negative on the same side always? Have any importance for this sign? Actually, the thing is this, that sign have its own importance, not only its own importance, it is very important. And so the thing is this, always this metal cap region is positive. Always this metal cap region is positive and this metal disc region is negative. That is, its charge is this, here it is positive and this is negative, and I can call it as positive terminal and negative terminal. Positive terminal and negative terminal. Positive terminal and negative positive terminal. So we can say there are two terminals are there for one cell. One is positive terminal and another is negative terminal. Just remember that. And so here how the electricity is producing using this cell. The thing is this, inside this cell it's filled with some sort of chemicals. Here we store some sort of chemicals, and because of that chemicals, what happens? They produce electricity. So just remember, within the cell it contains different types of chemicals. With the chemical reactions with that chemicals, they produce electricity. Within this cell it contains chemicals. And what happens when these chemicals will be used out? That means when these chemicals are used away or it will be completed, what happens? Then this battery won't produce electricity. That means then this cell is out of use. We want to replace this battery with a new one. After the completion of the chemical processes inside this, what happens? Then this is totally waste. Actually, this cell is a type of waste after the usage. We don't reuse it. So just put it in your mind. Here we discussed about one electric cell. Electric cell is what? It is a type of device. Simply we can say it is a type of device that produce electricity with the help of chemicals or with the chemical reactions occurs within the chemicals. And for one electric cell, it have a metal cap and metal disc. Here it contains positive terminal at the metal cap and near the metal disc it's negative terminal. So this is all about our electric cell. Now we are going to discuss about the bulb. Here we are focusing on the electric bulb that we are fixing on the torch. So torch bulb. Actually here we are discussing about the filament bulb, not about the LED bulb or nothing. Here we are focusing on the bulb, that is filament bulb. So the structure is this. You may see this bulb. So this is the structure of our bulb, and within this you can see it like this. And what is this? This is glass. It is covered with glass, and actually inside that there filled some sort of gases. Now no need of thinking of that. And this is one metallic base. This piece is metallic piece or metallic base, and here you can see some sort of thing is there. And what's that? It's actually a metal piece, and that metal piece is having a particular name, I will tell. And when we are connecting this to the electricity, what happens? It will give light. Of course it will give light. And which part is giving light? Do this glass? No. Do this metallic base? No. Then who is giving light? The thing that emit light or produce light is this metal piece, and the name of that metal piece is nothing but the filament. And so we can call this bulb as filament lamp or filament bulb. Filament bulb. So generally for our torch bulb, it is having three parts. One is this glass that covers the whole thing. One is the metallic base, and inside this glass we have a particular metallic piece or metallic wire. It is a type of very nice wire, and that name is filament. And how we can define this filament? It is very simple. The thin wire that give off light is called filament of bulb. So the definition is this: it is one thin wire, very thin wire, and we can see it with our eyes and all, but still it is very thin. So it is thin wire that give off light. Give off light means it is giving out, it is emitting light, is called filament of bulb. Very simple definition. This definition you want to remember. And now the thing is this: how to connect this bulb with the circuits? That's the next question. And the thing is this: I already said that inside this bulb it contains one filament. Actually, we said that this filament is giving out light. So we want to connect this filament. I already said that this filament is very thin wire. So that filament have to be connected with two thick wires. So for the bulb it is having two connections like this with two filament wires. One is connected and it will be at this point and near or the bottom of this glass, and one will be at the center at the bottom of our bulb. It will be like this. You can see that now. So never we will connect these two together. When we are connecting this together, nothing will happen. No bulb will glow, no light will come out. So always we want to keep this away, these two connections. So these two circuits or these two wires have to be kept away. Then only this bulb will glow. And now do this bulb will give light? No, we want to connect this to cell, or we want to connect this to some sort of circuit. That means we want to connect this to any type of electric supply. Here I am going to connect this to battery. That is the thing I am going to do. First I am just selecting one cell and four wires I am selecting. One I am attaching to this point, another I am attaching to this point. Next I am connecting with this point and another I am connecting with this. That means totally 4 wires, one near my positive terminal of the battery or the cell and the negative terminal of the cell. Then I am connecting with our bulb, also have 2 terminals. We said that for the cell it is having 2 terminals, positive is there, negative is there. But for this bulb I am not calling it as positive terminal or negative terminal, not like that. But for the LED bulb and all, it is having positive terminal and negative terminal is there, and it is having its own importance and all for that positive and negative, and that you can study in the higher classes. Now just understand this. So we took 4 wires, connected it with this bulb and for this cell. Now my aim is this: I want to connect this and want to glow this bulb. The first case is this: I want to connect this. I am calling this wire 1, wire 2, wire 3, wire 4. 4 single wires. And I am connecting this wire 1 with wire 3. I am connecting this wire 1 with wire 3. And this wire 2 with wire 4. I am just connecting that. Now, what happens to the bulb? Do it glow or nothing will happen? At this case, the bulb will glow. Bulb will glow. That means here no gap is there between our wires. So the electricity produced in this will move from here to here. So our bulb will glow. Now the second case is this: I am just connecting this wire 1 to wire 3, but I am not connecting this wire 2 with wire 4. That means these 2 terminals are open. we can call it as terminal, or these two wires are not connected. That means it is open. Now, do this bulb glow? No, nothing will happen, no light will come. So, when one of the wire gets open, no bulb will glow. Just put it in your mind. Now, the third case is this. I will connect this wire 2 and wire 4. And I am not connecting this wire 1 and wire 3. That means this wire 1 and wire 3 open, but this wire 2 and wire 4 closed. So, at that time what happens? Do the bulb glow? No. Here also bulb do not glow. The reason is this. Here our circuit is open. That means this is not complete. When the electricity tries to come from this point, now it's not possible to move to this. So that's because of that it is not glowing. Now the fourth case is this. I am connecting this wire 3 and wire 4. That means the two terminals of this bulb to the same wire 1. And I am not connecting with wire 2. That's open. And this 2 I am connecting to wire 1. Now do this bulb glow? No, this wire do not glow. Now the same thing I am doing to the wire 2. I am connecting this wire 3 and wire 4 to wire 2. That means these two are connecting to this point. Here this is open. Our wire 1 is open. Now do this bulb will glow? No, our bulb here also not glow because here the circuit is open. Because of that it do not flow. And now the final thing. At first we said that wire 1 to wire 3. This we designed. Now I am giving this. I am connecting this wire 1 with wire 4. Here I am connecting this, and here what happens? This wire 3 with wire 2. That means I am just closing this. And now what happens? Do this bulb glow? The thing is this bulb will glow. So the thing is this very simple. Here we are connecting this cell with the bulb with simple sort of wires and all. And the thing is this. It must be in a particular manner. Then only the bulb will glow. So the thing is this. We are concluding this topic like this. For our battery and for the bulb, it is having a terminal here and one terminal at the bottom. And so positive, negative. So this positive to a particular terminal of this bulb and the negative to a particular terminal. I am not telling that always we want to connect this positive to this. You can either connect this to this or this. That means battery, our bulb, and this positive you can connect with this bottom, and here also another terminal that you can connect with this. And here negative, positive, positive, negative. So, to these two possibilities, what happens? The bulb will glow. No other possibilities. Within your textbook, you can see the neat diagrams in the page number 118 bottom side, that no other will glow. Only these two possibilities will give out light. The reason is this. Here what? Our circuit is complete. It is closed. So that is the simple thing. Just read your textbook. And so we can say about the electric circuit. Next topic is electric circuit, that we can discuss in the next class. So today what we discussed about some sort of basic things with electricity, and we discussed about the bulb. We discussed about bulb, its diagram, its parts. Then we discussed about some sort of thing regarding the power stations. We discussed about the cell. Cell means electric cell. And now you just want to read your textbook 3-4 times, complete your notebook, and next class we can discuss about the circuit. So this is all about today's class. Very simple things, very basic things. Just read it. That's all. Thank you.